What if I told you that for over 30 years, the United States waged war, not for oil, not for freedom, but for fruit, bananas? Behind every bite of that sweet yellow fruit is a bloody legacy of occupation, rebellion, and empire. One of the most violent and profitable campaigns in U.S. history, almost entirely erased from textbooks. This is the hidden history of the Banana Wars. Welcome to Native Historian, where we uncover the stories they never wanted you to hear. Today, we journey into America's quiet empire, built with guns, gold, and bananas. In the early 20th century, a company known as United Fruit was quietly reshaping the economies and the governments of Latin America. Backed by American banks and protected by U.S. Marines, United Fruit dominated banana production and export. It paid low wages, owned massive tracts of land, and installed infrastructure to move only one thing: bananas for export. The term Banana Republic. It wasn't a joke, it was reality. Honduras, Nicaragua, Guatemala all became pawns in a global fruit trade enforced by bullets. Between 1898 and 1934, the U.S. launched military interventions in no fewer than 7 Latin American and Caribbean countries. The official reason? Stability. The real reason? To protect American economic interests, mostly United Fruit's profits. In Haiti, Marines occupied the country for 19 years. In Nicaragua, they fought rebels. In the Dominican Republic, they disbanded local armies and installed puppet governments. But not everyone bowed to the empire. In Nicaragua, a guerrilla fighter named Augusto Cesar Sandino launched a resistance movement against the Marines. He refused to let a foreign army control his homeland. Though branded a terrorist by the U.S., Sandino became a national icon. In Haiti, thousands resisted the occupation, but their stories were buried and their voices silenced. This wasn't just government policy, it was corporate warfare. United Fruit dictated land policy, crushed labor movements, and helped stage coups. In exchange, they provided the U.S. with strategic leverage, tropical resources, and influence across the hemisphere. Washington and Wall Street were in bed with Big Fruit, and the price was paid in blood by workers who never saw the wealth they harvested. By the 1930s, public opinion was shifting. The Great Depression, war fatigue, and growing anti-imperialist sentiment forced the U.S. to scale back. But the damage was done. The Banana Wars left behind devastated economies, broken democracies, and a legacy of U.S. meddling that echoes into the present. And perhaps, worst of all, the history was erased. Today, bananas are cheap, available year-round, and sold in every supermarket. But the nations that once fed the empire remain trapped in cycles of poverty and instability. U.S. influence didn't end, it evolved. Corporations still dominate agriculture in Latin America. And the story of the Banana Wars remains a cautionary tale of what happens when profits come before people. History isn't just about what happened, it's about what we're allowed to remember. The Banana Wars weren't a footnote, they were the foundation of an empire. At Native Historian, we bring the buried stories to light. If this episode opened your eyes, subscribe, like, and share. Leave a comment with what story you want us to uncover next. Let's make sure these forgotten wars are never forgotten again. Stay curious.